All right, today I'm reviewing an ad from VB Blind Malaysia. So based on what I see here, looks like they are selling blind. And let's click on this and say transform an outdoor area to indoor where you can unwind and relax with Australia zip screen outdoor blinds. Okay, amazing. So yeah, so this is a very straightforward product where they are actually selling outdoor blind and looks like they are actually doing a send message at objective, which is, I believe this is a lead generation campaign. So, but I think, wait, let's take a look at the comments. Let's look like there are a lot of PM and all that, So, okay, first thing first, I'm actually suspecting that they are actually using engagement objective, whereby they are only turning it into, probably the send message objective, sub-objective when you're boosting the post. And that's the reason why you cannot put in any, like the headline at the call to action button, like, beside the send message button. If you're doing this within the ads manager, if you create it within the ads manager, it allows you to put in the headline, which in a way makes it like it gives you an opportunity to highlight one more key message about, like, maybe you can say, like a message for quotation or something like that. So that's one thing. And then the other thing I probably want to recommend here is, because I think here, that's the thing about the first line. Remember, the first two line counts. Okay, when you're running ads, the first two line is the most important thing. And I always try to recommend that you actually cut it off. Like, first thing first, this whole para over there is too long. I would like to recommend that we keep it, within two lines, and to make sure that it doesn't get truncated too early. If it's too long, then, this is a very unusual situation where they cut it off within the first line. But I believe it will be a lot better if you actually kind of like, cut it into two lines, and probably the first two line, you want to really highlight about what you want to do. So you can actually say transform an outdoor area into indoor, but maybe you can actually highlight the number one or the top outdoor blinds, in the market or something like that. And then with the call to action, we usually go by, what do you want me to do? What is in for me, and what do you want me to do? That's usually how we do that. And then eventually the customization and all that, can be a secondary message where you can leave it at the another para, which even it gets truncated, the first two lines still appear in a more prominent way. So that's one thing you want to look into. And then I do believe this is actually a boosted post, whereby that's the reason why you can actually combine 4 images over here. So this is actually a boosted post. And frankly speaking, another recommendation here I have here is, you should consider enlarging the secondary text over here. Like, expand your indoor living is fine, but whatever comes next about extend your backyard and all that, these are way too small for, probably the audience that you're targeting. So try to enlarge the font to make it more visible. And and the other consideration you can have here is, you might even turn this into a slideshow to make it more eye-catching. So that's one area that you can look into. Yeah, so looks like you have some good product. I mean, the photography is fine. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but definitely decent. We are definitely able to use this ad, but maybe some improvement in terms of the font size. And try not to use this kind of slim font. You see, like, expand your indoor living and all that, your font are pretty slim. This kind of slim font may go very unnoticed on Facebook environment. And so that's one area you might want to look into. And to consider improving the creative and all that. So one thing you want to check when you're analyzing a campaign is to see your CTR. One area that I might see probably could be a problem here is you may have quite high, I'm not sure, hopefully you have high CTR all, which is at least an indicator that your ad is capturing people's attention and making people take action in the first layer by clicking into it, looking into it or no. And then after that, you might have lower CTR link click, which is the send message button. Okay, so that indicates that you may not be getting people to take the action that you really want, which is send message, right? So that's an area. And in order to improve the entire campaign, I would recommend that you probably relook into the entire structure that you have if you're using Boost, try not to use it. Try to go to build a proper lead gen campaign within the ads manager, which allows you to use a lot more different features like custom reply. You can actually set automated reply with some key messages like asking for their phone number and all that in order to help you ease the entire process of like, you need to back and forth asking them questions and all that. So that would definitely help you improve the process of lead generation. So yeah, so that's what I have for VB Blind Malaysia. Thank you for watching. Remember, when we are analyzing a Facebook ads campaign, when we are reviewing the performance of a Facebook ads campaign, the ad creative and the copywriting or whatever that is at the front end is only at the surface. What we really need to find out is how people interact with the advertisement. How is the CTR coming along? I mean, a lot of times we thought that this ad is going to work, but maybe we are not getting the CTR that is supposed to be. So that could be an indicator that the ad is not really resonating among the audiences. And even we have good clicks coming in, we may not be getting the actions that follows that are really matters to really important to our businesses, such as like, out of the clicks, how many actually landed on your website, how many actually start adding to cart, how many start to take the next actions, and so on and so forth. Every area of the entire campaign funnel, or so-called the action funnel of the audience journey, actually gives us a lot of information and optimization opportunities to improve the campaign performance. So really, if you're running ads on Facebook and you want to find out if there's anything you can actually do to improve the campaign performance of your Facebook ads campaign, I'll recommend that you click on the link in the description or scan this QR code and you'll be landed on my Fiverr gig. And this is actually a paid gig where you can engage me to review your Facebook ads campaign. And from there, we're able to really find out through the metrics and everything to see whether your campaign is doing good or not, and is there any optimization opportunities. I'll give you an action plan on how you can actually do to improve your campaign performance. So yeah, let's do that. And thank you for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.